How do you know that?
Research, baby.
Oh, damn, baby. Damn.
Research, baby.
Yeah, wow. I forgot about that.
I just show up.
I haven't done that in like 25 years.
Welcome to Couch Surfing, the show where delightful guests look back at their big roles, their little roles, and everything in between. I'm here with Justin Long. Justin, hi.
Hi, Lola.
Let's see what's on. You ready?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
B for gamma override. The thing is
You
that
look 10 years old.
Well, that's Tim Allen.
No.
That's
That's
yes.
you.
God, you know, it's weird watching this. That was 20 years ago. We shot this at the Palladium, and one of the background actors noticed that I was new, and he said, hey, you know, what if we're friends? And we do like a high five or something. And I'd only done theater where the actors are, you know, you talk about the collaborative.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, sure, okay, yeah, we're okay. And then as soon as some other background actors saw that, they all kind of descended on me. And they were like, yeah, and we have a thing too where we like do like a pan. And I was like, okay. So they call action, and I start running, and I start high-fiving and doing a thing, and like doing all these things with all these guys. And it took me so long to get to the stage. And the director goes, cut, cut. He goes, what's with all the business? And I said, well, you know, I don't know, we worked out a thing. And I turned around, and all the background guys were like, oh boy, here we go.
Here we go.
Where are you looking right now? Specifically, where's everyone looking? I want answers. Camera guys. Where are your eyes focused? They should be on my nipples.
They are.
Good.
That's all we see.
Good. That's why I got hired.
I
You know,
can
that's
tell.
all the audition was.
You just showed up?
Yeah, they zoomed in on, I don't even think they showed my face in the audition.
Your first on-screen kiss. And it happens to be with Britney Spears, the
Yeah.
biggest star on the planet. I mean, how do you even prepare for this scene? What happens?
I gotta say, she was so sweet and like down to earth. It was just really like disarming. At one point, our legs were kind of intertwined. And she goes, at one point she goes, I'm so sorry if my leg, because I haven't shaved in a few days, and my legs might be a little prickly. And I was like, I'm sure they're fine. You know, and she goes, no, they're not. They're totally prickly. And she goes, feel. And she like put my hand on her thigh, and it was like a baby's ass. You know, it was like the smoothest. It was like silk. And I swear, it was the smoothest thing I ever felt. It was like a dolphin. Have you felt a dolphin?
Next up.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
So Rip, yeah. You know, it was fake. It was fake. You know it was fake, right? And if you didn't know it was fake, why are you laughing? That's really
so
cruel.
Uncomfortable and so real. That was great.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. I was weirdly proud of being able to get hit with things without flinching. The guy who directed it was Rawson Thurber, the best, but also a Division III quarterback.
Oh.
So he liked being the guy off camera who was throwing either the balls or whatever else I was getting hit with.
Okay.
And he really got into it. And so he threw the wrench, and it was great. It hit me right here, and it went down. And then when I popped back up, they were like, "Ooh!" It had opened a little cut above my eye, so it was just like blip, blip. It was, and they couldn't close it in time. We had to keep moving. So I think we only did like 2 takes of the close shot. At the end of the day, they didn't want me to drive home because I was a couple nanoseconds behind. They were like, Justin, is everything okay? Yeah. Do you feel like you can drive home? Yeah. It was like, I was just like a little, so I think I had a concussion. I think,
no.
Yeah. It was worth it.
Hello, I'm a Mac.
And I'm a PC.
I'm gonna do
These commercials made you a household face. I mean, they were.
That's funny, household
Yeah.
face. Yeah,
Like,
I guess,
you
for
were
better
the
or
Mac
for worse.
guy.
Yeah, you know, I just went to the Mac store a couple minutes ago.
You
and,
do? Do you get like free Macs for life?
No, I should, right?
These commercials were so ubiquitous. They ended
Yeah.
up airing 66.
They aired
but
66.
shooting close to 300, right?
Yeah, I noticed that some of the funniest ones would never air. One in particular, I remember Zach Galifianakis played like a drunken Santa Claus, and I was dying to see that one.
Yes.
And I said, why aren't these airing? And like they said, basically that Steve Jobs preferred when they weren't super funny.
I don't get that. Why?
Well, it's because he thought it would detract from the point of the commercial. He thought if people were too focused on this, the humor in it, they would lose sight of the product.
How much money did you make off of those, man?
I'm so glad you asked.
Okay.
Enough that I don't
Do
have
you
to be
have,
here,
like-
Lola.
Welcome back to Couch Surfing. I'm still here with Justin Long. Justin, shall we continue?
Please.
All right. Okay, a lot of actors wanted this gig. You're playing Bruce Willis's sidekick in a Die Hard movie. I mean, this must be the most
a
surreal
dream.
moment. I mean,
Yeah.
it doesn't get any bigger.
Yeah, it was crazy. I always felt lucky doing that, except when we were shooting this part, where basically it was an insert car where they were dragging us, but going fast, because usually those things, they fake how fast they're
Right.
going. So this, we got to actually go fast, and it was great because it gave me something to react to, and Bruce is driving, and before we do it, Bruce goes, hey kid, you're gonna want to have some Dramamine, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride, and like,
That's so good.
and I was like, oh yeah, I'll be okay, because I kind of want to use it. He goes, all right, don't say I didn't warn you. At one point, we went back, we finished the shot. I asked one of the PAs to bring me, kind of like without Bruce seeing, I asked him to bring me some oatmeal, like a cup of oatmeal, and I set it aside. And when he wasn't looking, I picked up the cup and I took a big gulp of this, and I kept it in my mouth, this oatmeal. And we finished the take, and the camera guys kept rolling because they knew I was going to do a bit. And Bruce goes, "How you feeling, kid? Huh? I told you should have taken that." And I just go. And he goes, and he got really scared, and I just went, "Bleh!" And I threw up all over myself, the oatmeal. And I don't ever seen John McClane panic, because he doesn't panic in the
He
movies,
does not panic in the
but
movie.
he panicked, and he was like, "Ugh," but we couldn't get out of the car, So he goes, he knew that, and he started rolling down the windows. He goes, "Oh, we gotta get out, we gotta get out." And really freaking out.
Who would like to dance?
Oh boy.
So this film explores Lincoln's assassination and the plot to kill the president.
Yes.
And it's one of your first dramatic roles.
It was such a thrill to be. I mean, Robert Redford directed it, and when
What was that like?
I asked everybody, "What's he like?" And everybody said the same thing. He's going to insist that you call him Bob. That's just how he is. He's just like,
Okay.
you got to call him Bob.
I suppose I should
Everybody
dress
calls
more
him
like
Bob,
this
and he
is
just
your life.
wants that normalcy, I guess. So I go, "Hi, Mr. Redford, nice to meet you." And he was a little preoccupied, but he never corrected me after I called him Mr. Redford. So I was just like, "Ooh, shit, I guess that'll happen eventually." So we start shooting, and I'm calling him Mr. Redford, and yeah, okay, Mr. Red. And I'm kind of overusing his name, like waiting for him to be like, no, call me Bob. And at one point, from way off camera, he goes, "Justin, I told you, call me Bob, okay? Please." Kind of frustrated. And I was like, you never said it, but I don't know how to say, you never told me that. It's Robert Redford. You just have to be like, "Oh, okay, my fault."
All right.
I'm so happy to be here.
I love doing this scene so much.
And this Jimmy Stewart type voice?
Jimmy I think that was scripted as Jimmy Stewart, I think. But
Did you try out another voice, or did you go with this one?
I think I did a couple voices. I think I did a scene, who's that guy? He's like,
I like that one too. That would have worked.
You see? Yeah, that's like,
Yeah.
this is not, I can't take this thing off, you see. You just have to say you see every once in a while. I loved working with Zoe, but I just so relished working with those guys, Jake and Max and Lamorne, and they're all such genius improvisers that, some of the best moments of life. From Wondery, this is Justin Long, and you are listening to Life is Short.
You've got a podcast!
Finally, America. You're welcome. Yeah, oh man, it's been so fun. That's NPH with JJL.
Dax.
I was a huge fan of Dax's show.
Yeah, he's like a podcast OG. What advice did he give you about rocking the mic?
He's really good at kind of making you comfortable, and you end up just being very honest. And he said, you have to just be willing to put it out there. And he said that's something that he had learned from Howard Stern. And I don't know that my show is going to be like that. I don't think it's going to be like warts and all kind of thing. if it comes at the expense of hurting somebody else.
And you're working with your brother.
Working with my brother is the
That's
best.
very cool.
Yeah. So
What is that like? Has that brought you closer together?
it would be harder for me to be closer to my brother in a healthy way. It would get very unhealthy if I was any closer with my brother.
Who's your dream guest?
I would love to interview John C. Reilly. I love him, and I love Michael J. Fox. It would be a dream. We're gonna interview Leah Thompson in a couple weeks, so that's kind of.
That's gonna be perfect.
That'll be fun.
This is so exciting.
It's so fun. I've had such a blast doing the show, and so I just hope enough people subscribe, please, so
They will.
we get to keep doing it.
Make your pitch right now.
Well, that was it. Just kind of desperate and meek. That's all I got.
Justin,
Okay.
thank you so much for surfing by.
Thanks for letting me surf with you, Lola.
New episodes of Life is Short with Justin Long are available every Monday on Wondery.com or wherever you download podcasts. Check it out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.